Hey, it's Dr. Dreama. We are continuing talking about our money mindset. Today, we're going to talk about the power of your focus. When we're focused on what we don't have, all we notice is what we don't have. That's the crazy part, right? How do we change this? You see, when we begin to focus on a sense of abundance, a sense of fullness, we begin to shift our mindset. And that's what we need to do. You see, because in thinking about focusing, you get to choose where you focus. You get to choose how, where, and when. And people think this is some sort of hocus pocus, but the reality is we train our brains on how we want to be focusing. So if I am constantly in a state of stress over money, then I am telling my brain there's no opportunity for me. I'm never going to be able to make it. And you know what? Those words have truth because where our mind goes, our life goes. So I want you to think about something like this. If you grew up being told a particular thing about yourself, like you were lazy, or you were the good one, or you were the studious one and your brother was the goof off one, or vice versa, it doesn't matter. But think back to some of the messages you got in childhood and think how those have carried through to your adult life. It doesn't change until we get in there and learn how to change it. That's the power of our mind, which is why our focus becomes so powerful. If I am focused on this idea that I am going to succeed, I am going to take every opportunity, you can bet I am going to be scanning the environment looking for opportunity. If I am focused on the idea that there is nothing for me out there, then my brain will choose selectively to see lack of opportunity. It's crazy, right? Think about that old thing where somebody says, don't think about pink elephants. You suddenly have a pink elephant in your mind, right? That's the power of suggestion. And what we need to do in order to move our money mindset is to use that power of suggestion. So this is where affirmations come into play. Now, a lot of people don't believe that affirmations or having a mantra really works. I'm going to tell you why it works. It's not woo-woo. It's science. Now, people who are more into what we call woo-woo or the more spiritual side of things, yes, they are all into affirmations because it follows a lot of what people believe, the law of attraction. What you think about is what you get. And then people who are not into that go, well, yeah, but I was thinking about a Porsche and I didn't get a Porsche. And it doesn't quite work like that. But the power of affirmations is it begins to work on our subconscious. Our subconscious has no idea what time it is, what day it is, what year it is. It doesn't know anything except the present. This is why you go to your meeting, you're 5 minutes late, and your boss says something to you like, you're never on time. And you know that's not true, but inside, it hits you because that's exactly what your mom used to say. Now, you're not consciously thinking, oh my God, that's what my mom used to say, but you have the feelings come up, and suddenly you feel like a little kid. So you can't even address your boss. You can't say, actually, I'm on time 99% of the time. Today's just an aberration. No, because in that moment, you're like, oh my God, am I really never on time? And you go into a place of second guessing yourself. This is why affirmations work. When we repeat something to ourselves consistently, positively, we begin to work on that subconscious part of our mind. You can't work on it directly. You can't just say, no, come on, get over yourself. Your mom's not in the room. You're not always late. because it's a feeling. That's what's driving you in that moment. When you begin to work with an affirmation, and let's pick something around money because we're working on money. If you pick something like, I can earn as much money as I want, that's a great. But if you haven't worked on the part of, I deserve to be financially secure, then the second part, that's not going to work. So you have to start very basic. And if you're struggling financially, if you are worried about bills, if you can't ask your boss for a raise and you've been there 45,000 years, here's what you need to do. Create your affirmation. I deserve to be financially secure. Repeat this to yourself. Write it down. Put it in places where you can see it. It will make a difference. Problem is, a lot of you won't be consistent. If you can build consistency into this practice, you will then have a game changer. It will work. So create your affirmation, and I suggest for the beginning here, you really do start with something like, I deserve to be financially secure. I deserve to be financially abundant. Write it down, put it all around, say it to yourself as often as you can think of, and let's get this game changed. I'm Dr. Dreama. This is part 3. We've got a few more parts to come up.